All right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to MyCity, another Friday. It's great to have everyone here. We're going to go around the room, quickly introduce ourselves, tell us who you are, and if you're a guest, who invited you. Also, if you're in business, tell us who you'd like to meet to assist you in the growth of your business. We're going to have two speaker slots this morning. Number one will be Alan Holmes, who is the human Rolodex. We talked about the Rolodex a little bit. And then Bob's also going to talk about some of the features in mycity.com that some available to all of us, some others only available to paid members. So I'll kick it off. I'll introduce myself, Scott Harrell, my business, Lifetree Prosperity. I'm a business consultant and insurance advisor. I specialize in business overhead reduction services and also insurance, which would be life insurance, health insurance, and Medicare. And I'd like to meet people like your CPA or other tax people or CEOs and COOs. Thank you. Bob, you're next. Quick introduction.
Okay, my name's Bob Friedenthal. On LinkedIn, I'm Karen, C-A-R-Y-N, and Bob Friedenthal. Been on the internet for 31 years. I got started when there was only 30 or 60 million people in the world. And I used to do search engine optimization before it was even called SEO. I used to call it search engine placement. That shows you how old I am. And I love data. I love technology. The problem is with people today, data is the new oil. And that's one of the things I constantly preach about is how do you use your data? You know, and that's what you're seeing out of AI to a certain extent. But at the end of the day, what we do is we reverse engineering. We're doing what we call reverse engineering LinkedIn. What I mean by that is in October of 2018, LinkedIn did away with when you request a download, they used to give you everything: phone numbers, city, state, zip code, email address, and website address. Now they give you just name and vocation. So I hired like 6 people to do what I call reverse engineering LinkedIn, where we go back and we capture the data for you. And then we break down the phone numbers as an example between mobile, landline, voice over IP, and 800 number. So now you can go into MyCity. There's a CRM system built into it. And I listen, gang, I'm always, I got a number of clients here. I'm always looking for new ways to teach, educate, and even come up with better tools for mycity.com. Anyway, that's me. Thanks.
Okay, thanks, Bob. Before I ask our next person to speak, just a quick reminder to put your contact info in the chat, especially if you're a newbie, how we can reach you, and especially your LinkedIn link if you have it available.
And we also
oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, we also email this meeting to you if you include the information in there.
Right. Thank you. Good morning, Russell Lukadu.
Good morning, folks. Russell Lukadu, the HR guy for small business. I work with business owners to align their team with their dreams. So I start with their business strategy. We develop a people strategy. I work on their ability to implement that from a leadership, organizational, time management, whatever it takes to get that leader in touch with their people. We've never had a more challenging period the last 2.5 years with a labor shortage. Not going away anytime soon. In fact, I have one study I can share with you that we're going to be short of people for the next 40 years unless the young folks get back in the bedroom, quite frankly. But anyway, I'm the HR guy for small business. I work with small businesses nationwide. I'd love to meet key advisors to small business owners that have their trust, CPAs, business lawyers, bankers, as well as directly talk with business owners. So when you talk with a client and they go, my employees are driving me nuts, that's the sign to call Russell, the HR guy.
Thanks, Russ. Good morning, Roy Dicken.
Good morning. Yeah, Roy Dicken. My company is Clear Choice Marketing Group. I'm in North Carolina, and I build high-performance websites that rank because they're the kind of sites that Google and other search engines are looking for. And when you pair it with my niche domination for attracting your ideal prospects, you end up with a continual income stream because you got prospects coming to you to find out about what you're offering. So the kind of people I'm looking for are ones that are in competitive markets, but they're getting fewer and fewer leads continually, because I know how to get around that, can get them all straightened out, and would be happy to do so.
Okay, awesome. Thanks, Roy. William Kremner. Good morning, William.
Good morning, everybody. I am a profit acceleration coach, and I pick up where Scott and Russell leave off, or vice versa, perhaps. Small to medium-sized business owners hire us to double their profits within 12 months or less by using proven formulaic strategies in up to 22 areas of the business, all without spending more on marketing or advertising. And unlike other consultants, we assuage the concerns of prospects by showing them how we'll do much of this in advance of them hiring us. So a good referral for us at Advanced Advisory is a business owner that wants to recession-proof their business, grow their business, crush their competition, or indeed who's thinking about selling their business in the next year or two. Consequently, power networkers for me are bookkeepers, accountants, business lawyers, CPAs, business brokers, commercial insurance brokers, payroll specialists, and the like. Gang, let me leave you with this truth. The very first strategy we implement for clients typically pays for their investment in our services. William Kremner, Advanced Advisory Services. Thank you. Back to you, Scott.
Thank you, William. It's good to have you back too. Good morning, Kristen Jacobson.
Good morning. My name is Kirsten Jacobson, and I'm in Burbank, California. And I'm in the business of helping people save money. So on one hand, I help families invest for their financial future and build a wealth foundation. And then on the other hand, I recruit and train people to do what I do. So I'm their broker. People that I'm looking for are, I'm looking for couples married or not. Preferably they speak a second language and they're in some sort of service industry, teachers, CPAs, nurses. And I am interested, they have 1.5 children and they love like entrepreneurship. They're, thinking about it, or personal development. And that's what I'm looking for. Thank you.
Kirsten, can you tell us real quick about your process a little bit?
My process. Okay.
Are you an advisor, or do you just work as a consultant?
I'd probably be more on the consultant side of things. Okay. My process is, if you've got 20 minutes, then I can explain it. But it's more of people building and relationship building.
Awesome. You're with Revolution Financial, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I know a great deal about Revolution Financial.
Nice.
Okay. Thank you very much, Kirsten. Great to have you here. Good morning, Maury Zelkovich. Can't talk? Okay, gotcha. Glad to have you here just the same. Let's now move to Rory Christian. Morning, Rory.
Good morning. Good morning. My name is Rory Christian. I'll put my contact information in there. I am a filmmaker and an entrepreneur in the media and film creation space. I specialize in storytelling in the space of filmmaking. So we're working with brands. I'm looking for connections. I'm looking for introductions to business owners who recognize that video is king in marketing. I'm looking for connections to decision makers at mid to larger companies that may need video from the standpoint of engaging video from the standpoint of PR, marketing, and or internal education and training type of things. I lead with story, and it's good to be here again this week.
So one of the things I'd like to add is also let us know how you found us, who invited you here.
Okay, I found you. Well, I didn't find you. Alan Holmes invited me last week, and I found that I could be back here this week, so I am.
Great, glad to have you.
Yeah, great to have you back, Rory. Thank you very much. Sally Gimmon, good morning.
Good morning. My name is Sally Gimmon, and I help business owners, 1099 income earners, and investors save federal taxes legally with the Spendthrift Trust. It is legal, patented in the IRS tax code. I am going to be doing a presentation on October 10th at 4 p.m. East Coast time, and it's also going to take care of all the filing that's going to have to happen on the 2024 Corporate Transparency Act. If you don't know about that, please send me an email. It's an ugly, ugly bill that goes in effect January 1st. If you are a business owner and you're making $100,000 a year, you're going to be paying $17,400 in federal taxes. I solve this. Please make a meeting with me. I work with solo entrepreneurs, investors, and owners of business. Take care.
Thank you, Sally. Great info as usual. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Good morning, Edward Cicinato.
Hello. I was in Edward Cicinato with Edward Cicinato and Associates Dream Vacations. This is my third time here, and I was invited by Moisha Math. We are a franchise of Dream Vacations, full service, largest full service travel agency in the country. We do cruises, all-inclusive resorts, incentive travel for companies, tours, excursions, you name it, we do it. I'm looking for multi-generational families that want to travel, looking for retirees, people that are living in retirement communities.
Morning.
And also looking for people that want to travel to sporting events, because we're doing some sports packages now for Super Bowl, Masters, Wimbledon, and the Paris Olympics.
That sounds fun. Thanks, Edward. Good morning, Betty Withrow.
Good morning, Scott. It's a lovely morning here in Pacific Grove, and I am Betty Withrow of the Writer's Launchpad. I'm a ghostwriter, a author coach, an editor, a content creator, a video script writer, and I create marketing materials and messaging for all kinds of people. My favorite clients are, for my ghostwriting, are people who have lots of knowledge in their business or their profession, and they don't have time to write a book, but they know that the world needs what they have to say. I enjoy all of that and learning as I go to get that message from one mind to many. That's my mission. I'm all about communication. And I also collaborate with Roy Dickin in our total traffic and conversion process. Along with Greg Dixon, we provide marketing solutions for businesses that give them what they really need. We listen, we don't tell you first, we listen first and then tell you. So thanks for having me here, folks, and I'm really enjoying this group.
Betty, how did you find us?
Yeah, I do. I found you through Burke. What's Burke's last name?
Franklin.
Franklin, yeah.
Yeah, Burke Franklin, right. Burke was speaking here. I met him through Roy's networking group, so I was tracing it this morning. And the trail came through through Greg to Roy to Burke to Bob, and now to Scott. So here we are.
I love
Yeah.
it.
And we're glad to have you here, Betty. Thank you.
I'm glad to be here.
Good morning, Eric Dickens.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday to everyone. I am a renewable energy specialist on a normal day, but today I'm actually calling myself a business improvement specialist. A little same thing, but trying to play on words here, but it's exactly what I do every day. I help folks, every business and every home save money. We have programs that can lower your overhead, your costs, your whatever every business is paying. Unfortunately, utilities, it's uncontrollable. It's not a fixed amount. Get additional income and revenue because you're going to every dollar saved is a dollar earned, right? Great tax savings, best tax savings of anything that I've ever come across. 80% tax incentives and benefits because of renewable energy. By the way, I'm the solar guy if you don't know, but again, what I'm doing is helping every business with a lot of great things that a lot of tax preparers, CPAs, financial planners are doing every day. Get equity in your business or home. It's a green opportunity if folks want to go green, trying to find opportunity to connect with the environment or just make it look good because they're trying to save the planet. But a lot of great opportunities, and everything I do is zero out of pocket. So it's a great way to save money, keep more money in your pocket, and doesn't cost anything and not a dime for anyone. Actually, I'm in a shop right now. My car is being worked on right now here in Covina, and I'm helping Mr. Israel, the owner, save money. He had about $3,500 he paid last month on electricity. You have a fixed payment of about $700, $700 a month fixed on a utility that's never been fixed for him and saving a lot of money, great tax benefits. But anyway, great opportunity to help a lot of folks for your time, guys. If you know anyone, home or business, have them give me a call and you get $1,000 or more if they decide to go green and save money and switch to the sun. I'm here in LA. Thank you very much.
Eric, how did you originally find us?
Some guy, I don't know, you might have heard of him. His name is Alan Holmes, I believe. Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah.
Human search engine.
Yeah, the Rolodex man.
Thanks, Eric. Good luck with your car too.
Yeah, thanks.
Good
I
morning,
have to
Demar
drop,
Lewis.
so I have to drop, Scott. So I just want to wish everybody a good rest of your meeting and have a great weekend. See you guys next time. Take care, everyone.
All right, William. Appreciate
See
it.
you.
Take care.
Cheers.
Okay, next up, Demar Lewis. You're still muted.
There we go.
There you go. Yeah.
I'm Demar Lewis. I'm a business coach. I focus on healthcare and pharmacy owners, but any small business I can help. And the way that I help them is using a similar strategy as William, who just dropped off, does, looking at how I can double your business's profits within, I need about 5 minutes. And then come up with a strategy that I will happily share with you and either help you with it or at least give you the roadmap so that you can go ahead and create it. My target is power partners like accountants, lawyers, and my target is just business owners that are looking to make more money, work less time, and have a system that is sustainable, that doesn't require them to be present in order to run, just like McDonald's. And thank you very much. My information is in the chat.
All right. Thank you, Demar. Nice to have you here again. And coming live from Illinois, Jacob Bassett. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Yes, we are in the suburbs of, excuse me, we are in the suburbs of Chicago. I'm a loan consultant here at Preferred Funding Group. We have relations with banks, major banks and credit unions to facilitate alternative loan options for business owners, real estate investors, and individuals alike. Just trying to offer a very kind of open-ended option of lending for their needs. I'd say the target clients would be any business owners, whether it's small, medium, or large. Our main target, due to the capital size we can provide, is generally the more smaller startup to medium-sized business owner. But our programs can be used in unison along business loans, so the larger business owners can also benefit if they need extra working capital. Then I would say, as affiliates wise, we do have an affiliate program to compensate. So anyone who works with business owners that may from time to time need some capital, that's where we can be a useful tool, not taking away your clients from what you provide them, but just adding another tool so we can all work together and bring some benefit to the market. How I learned about this group, I've actually met Bob about 2, maybe almost 3 years ago now. We had very small group with Scott, Russell, and a couple of other gentlemen, and
Bill.
we've definitely grown. Yeah, Bill, definitely Bill too. We've grown. I mean, it was just about 5 or 6 of us, and now heck, we got 26 here today. So this is great.
All right. Great to have you here. Eileen Dawson, are you available to talk? There you go.
I am.
Oh, awesome. Take it away.
So my name is Eileen Dawson, and I'm up here in Massachusetts. We get some weather like the West Coast right now in Seattle. We've had a lot of rain and a lot of clouds, but it's okay. You just find the sun, right? Anyway, so I'm a certified Ramsey money coach, and I work with individuals and couples, and I do some presentations, some personal finance trainings for small and mid-sized companies. And right now, my focus has been on these student loans that are coming due starting next week. Some people have a few weeks that's happening, but to be able to find those alumni or those students that student loans are really starting to come due after 3 years of reprieve from the federal government. So I'm actively looking, but I do also work with people that have the credit card debt and the vehicle loan debt too. So all of those 3 debts are what I usually work with individuals, couples. So thank you.
Thanks, Eileen. Appreciate what you do very much.
Is your information in the chat, Eileen?
Yes, it is.
Perfect.
Okay, let's next go to Moshe Math. Morning.
That's what happens when you multitask. My name is Moshe Math. In fact, I hope I get to meet you next week, Scott. I'm saying I'm trying to converse so we can set things up. I am a partner in a company called Neurotrain Sciences. And our system looks similar to massage chairs at the airport, and that's where it ends. Ours uses sound, light, and vibration, taking your mind and body through a voyage of relaxation, or brainwave entrainment. So brainwave entrainment is when your computer freezes and it's too expensive to throw against the wall. So you decide to turn it off and on again and hope it forgot it had a problem. That's brainwave entrainment. So the other aspect is the term that I've been using more recently is biofeed-in. In biofeedback, if I'm driving and I take my foot off the gas pedal, the car slows down, God willing. That's biofeedback. You see a result from your actions. In biofeed-in, you see a change not based on what you did to make the change, but as a result of what you absorbed. So the combination that we're talking about, being in zero gravity with all these things together, you become the change agent. And so that's why my partner coined the term biofeed-in. I'll just give you areas for me would be spas, athletic world, because we could actually help accelerate sports recovery. That would include cheerleading. Also, for people who perform, who can't sleep tonight. For example, our relaxation or sleep sound session helps for those who have to perform and are nervous. So the night before they get a good night's sleep, or even afterwards, they're so exuberant that they use alcohol to help them slow down. So this could help in that area. I'll leave you with one quick story. I was at a convention. Has to be about 12 years ago. It was in Framingham, Massachusetts. It was between Connecticut and Maine every year, and each state took turns hosting it. And I was at a function. Someone said to me, "What does your system do?" And I said to her, "You see that glass of wine in your hand?" She said, "Yes." I said, "Our system does what that does without the calories and the after effects."
Nice. Okay, thank you very much. My dear friend Debbie Voris. Good morning, Debbie.
Good morning. I'm in person today, so my background was a little bit different, but I am a certified holistic health coach. I revitalize people's health by helping them identify the root cause of their health problems and create a natural holistic strategy to resolve them. I work with group on clean nutrition, products, coaching for mindset and emotion, and also weight release, and just getting somebody overall healthier is what I do. And I have some things to share right now. First of all, for people that know me, I've actually became a certified holistic health coach because of my own transformation of losing 70 pounds and keeping it off for over 10 years, which would be my anniversary, 10th anniversary in November. And I became a half marathon runner. And I just was so thrilled with my transformation and what I've done for my son and others that I became a certified holistic health coach. So that's something I'm passionate about. And I am beginning to rev up my events. I'm starting a new podcast called W Changes Lives on radio station W4WN and on Women for Women Network TV. So you can contact me for links for that. And I have an in-person speaker event coming up with compound pharmacist Ben Fuchs. He's a dynamic speaker who speaks about and educates and also entertains people about the triangle of health. He's very dynamic and fabulous. You don't want to miss that. That's going to be in Huntington Beach on November 11th. It's going to start exactly at 11 a.m. So if you want more information on that, contact me regarding that too. And then on October 14th, I'm going to be at the Elevate Your Wellness Fair in Mission Viejo. So those are the things happening in my life. So I've revved up my life, and I can rev up yours too.
How did you find us, Debbie?
Scott is a mutual friend of mine, so he invited me.
Debbie, quick question. When you said 11 o'clock, what standard time, what time are you using it based on?
The live event is I'm in Huntington Beach, California.
Okay,
so yeah. So now my podcast is on 3 p.m. on Thursday, so it's going to start in mid-October, and it will be 6 p.m. Eastern.
Okay, thank you.
And Ben Fuchs will be on my podcast too. So
it's exciting stuff.
Yes, it is. Thank you.
Thank you, Debbie. Good morning, Mr. AI, Paul Valek.
Hi, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon. Paul Valek here, coming to you from Phoenix, Arizona, where we're finally not hitting 100 every day. So that's the Chamber of Commerce announcement and all. Look, here's the deal. When people type in what they're looking for, first of all, if they type in your company, your Google business page should be popping up in the upper right-hand corner. If you're a speaker, author, or anything like that, an individual type of thing, again, your Google business page should be popping up in the upper right-hand corner. You do that by providing great posts, providing information, maybe offering a special deal, and so forth. And that's what I help do. I've started a Facebook group. The information is in the chat. And one of the things we're going to be presenting a short class on the next week is all of you should be able to create 50, 100. It doesn't matter. That number's irrelevant. QuickTime reels, which could be tips, which could be jokes, which could be things to know, and all of this. And all of that can be created within 20, 25 minutes. We're going to go over how to do that process. So sign up to the Facebook group. I will put the link in the chat, and then we will go have some fun and create a whole bunch of videos that you can all share between one another. I am Paul Valek, and I got here through Breck Rice, who was my co-host in Arizona. HNP, I'm now the co-host of Pet Lovers. So anybody who's got a pet, 2 p.m. on Tuesday, Mountain Pacific time. And some guy named Bob occasionally shows up with this Breck Rice guy too at the RX thing. So I got lassoed. I think some of you are familiar with that concept.
Paul,
Yeah.
is Alan Raisman still co-host with you on the Pet Lovers or with HMP or no?
You know what? Alan is becoming a rock star. Alan is traveling the world and speaking all over the place and so forth. So he encouraged me to come do Pet Lovers, and then he left. And he's still a but Alan's like the rock star all over the world. So none of us have seen the live Alan in a long time.
Yeah, I used to ask him which looks better, the pets or the people. So.
Yeah. Well, here, let me you can let me see. You can be the judge here. What do you think?
Oh,
What do you think? I think Ariel wins.
dangerous. All right, Paul, thank you very much. Great to have you here. And next, let's move to Corey Northington. Good morning, Corey.
Good morning, everybody. Corey Northington here from Birmingham, Alabama. I was invited by Jackie like a few months ago, and everything. So I just became active like about a month or two ago. So yeah, so I just want to say hello to everybody, and I'm based here in Birmingham, Alabama. I'm an independent associate of Legal Shield, PPLSI. I help empower individuals, families, and small business owners with legal and identity theft services. So whether you're trying to incorporate your business or trying to have your contracts reviewed or just need the legal advice of an attorney, we do a great monthly subscription. So it's not, you have to wait many months. It's a right now benefit. And some of my power partners are like realtors, service providers, insurance agents, financial planners, notaries, tax preparers, and on and on. And also you amazing guys as well. So with that, I left my information in the chat. So glad to see everybody again, and I hope everybody's businesses continue to thrive. So with that, I'll turn it back over to you.
Thanks, Corey. Always great to have you here. All right, next, let's hear from Patty Lou. Good morning, Patty.
Good morning, everyone. I'm from Richmond, Virginia. I was invited here by Alan Holmes. I'm the best kept secret in sports. I increase your children's chances of getting an athletic scholarship for college by using sports psychology to avoid burnout. Another skill set I have is the college athletic scholarship information and walking parents and athletes through that process. Great referrals for me are parents of athletes, athletes themselves, people in the sports industry. Parents of athletes do not know my field and my services exist, and the work I do, I can do virtually, so location doesn't matter. The earlier I get the athlete, the better off it is. Driven to Peak Performance is the name of my company.
Awesome. Did you put your information in the chat, Patty?
Yes.
Okay, sweet. I have an associate I'd like to introduce you to that's also in the education field, so helping people get into colleges. Get you connected. Thank you for being here. Good morning, Mina Cooper. If we can have you, there we go.
Yes, good morning.
There
I've been
you
trotting
are.
around doing the kid thing. Good morning, everyone. My name is Mina Cooper. I am a realtor in California and Arizona, and also have a tax business. And I am looking for sellers who don't want to fall out of escrow. We have a auction component to our business. We've run auctions. I'm at Harcourt's Real Estate Brokerage. We've run auctions for close to 50 years. So we know what we're doing. And when people sell their property, whether it's a home, commercial, or land, we are able to reach potential buyers globally with our auction announcement. Just as if Christie's or someone was selling a painting, you put it out there. And for instance, in Palm Springs, a woman listed her home, and in 6 months, she had about 4 people walk the property, potential interest. We put it on the auction platform. We got 24 people that came to the house to view the house, and 8 bidders, and we sold the house. So that's the activity you get. The other thing is you will not fall out of escrow right now because of the change in the market. People are falling out of escrow for whatever reason. A big one is they negotiate after their inspections and people get stuck there and then the seller tires out. The other thing is qualifying for a loan. So right in this position, when you do auction a property, there are contingencies, which is the inspections, everything is done prior to the auction date. There is a disclosure period we do. So everybody knows if there's anything wrong with the property, they know about, we do disclosures, prelims, everything. So they can, we open the property for a few days so people could also bring their own inspectors. We have a licensed inspector do an inspection. That's what we use to disclose everything. But they can also have a few days to do their own due diligence. And it's a really fantastic, fantastic way to sell a property. I'm able to do this California, Arizona. Also, I'm able to do this all over the world. If someone has an agent, I can work with them to enable them to put the property on the platform so they can get more exposure. Because some people get frustrated and they're like, we're not going to use you anymore as a realtor, right? And they're like, hey, wait a minute, I'm going to partner with someone, please extend the listing. We're going to put you on auction and they're going to get activity, right? So something is better than nothing. And it enables exposure globally for these people, so, it's also good for, I have a focus also on probate and divorce. So that's a big specialty of mine when people are passing away or have passed away and the family members have to deal with all the stuff. But, long and short, property in any shape, form, real property. And, it has to be, we get a lot of cash buyers on the auction, even for $3-4 million properties. So, yeah.
Crazy. Okay, thank you very much, Mina. Great info. Good morning, Burke Franklin. Unmute.
Good morning, everyone. Burke Franklin here, Business Power Tools in Santa Barbara, California. What I offer is an online dashboard with a curated collection of software template done for you software templates for writing a business plan, contracts, policies, procedures, safety plan, employee policies, press releases. It's all that stuff many business owners just don't pay someone else to do. And a lot of it, you really got to do it yourself because no one knows your business like you do. But anybody selling a business will tell you that most businesses, unfortunately, are unsellable or they're a train wreck behind the scenes because you don't have it all documented and dialed in. And this enables you to subscribe online and write your business plan. You can collaborate. I can help you do it. You can do it if you're a consultant. It gives you a whole new bag of a whole new toolbox that you can use to work with clients and collaborate with them and offer a number of services to really get their businesses dialed in. So if you're doing strategic planning, which is coming up with one of those things, you want to involve your team. If you're making changes, the team knows what's wrong with the business and they want to help make changes. But if you do it all yourself and don't involve your team, then that's where you're going to run into resistance to change. So change management, funding, if you're going to get an SBA loan, you need a business plan. And at the end of the day, when you sell your business, it's a brochure to really validate the value and show and demonstrate to a buyer that your business has got legs, it's sustainable. And then for the final part, the succession plans to the people who take it over, like your kids, or if they do, it helps them understand what you've built. And so Business Power, take a look at it. I'm happy to give you a demo, walk you through it. There's a number of things you can do, but it stays with your business from startup or from startup to exit. And it can help you do a lot of different things without spending a lot of money or time. So businesspowertools.com. Thanks.
Thanks very much, Burke. I love the dashboard that you offer. It's tremendous.
Appreciate saying that.
And let's now hear from Stacy Hughes. Good morning, Stacy.
Good morning. I'm Stacy Hughes, located in Tampa, Florida, and I believe Phyllis invited me here. So what I do is I represent 3 different companies. I have a whole lot of services. The companies' names are iBoomerang, Dream Trips, and Better. So the services that we do provide is geared to helping people save money and make money. So it's individuals and companies. So we help you save money on your travels, your bills in your home. If you have a brick and mortar, we help you save money there as well. We help people save money on travels, luxury, all kind of travels. We help you save money on. We also help individuals learn how to trade the markets just the way the banks are. However, the banks aren't giving us any money. So we have a concept called Elevate that's teaching us how to trade anything from crypto, Forex, anything trade related. So we can keep that skill for ourselves, put our money in the market, have it go work for us and bring us back more money. That's one of the services that they have. And I also have connections to the ERC credit, the employment retention credit, where companies are entitled to money if they kept on 5 or more W-2 employees. So those are some of the services that I have with a host of other services within those companies. My contact is in the chat.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Stacy. A lot of good stuff. Next, let's hear from Eric Dennis. Good morning, Eric. There we go. We'll come back to you, Eric.
Yeah, he's actually having some health challenges. I invited him here, but I'll be kind of sharing when I share the story about his company.
Thanks, Alan. All right, before we move to Alan, let's check in real quick with Arlene Morgan.
Hi.
Hi.
Arlene Morgan, Morgan Creative Services. I work with small businesses and solo professionals. I help to relieve the overwhelm, frustration, and the overwhelm and frustration of doing daily tasks such as email marketing, graphic design, logo and brand design. I also help with Zoom and webinar assistance, as well as content update for website and social media site. Clients that I'm looking for at the moment are clients who need Zoom and webinar assistant, as well as content update for their social media, website, and blogs.
All right, thank you very much. And if you haven't yet done so, please post your info in the chat.
Yes, and I did. And I was invited I got a invite from Alan Holmes.
Thank you very much. Speaking of Alan Holmes, take it away. You have 9 minutes till the top of the hour.
No problem. Let me, what I'm going to do is turn my camera off for a second because I need to get to another part of the screen. But I just want to share, first of all, thank you so much for Scott and Bob for putting together an incredible panel. Great entrepreneurs here and business owners. My name is Alan Holmes out of Southern California, and I specialize in connecting business owners, entrepreneurs, and consumers with unique resources. I call myself a human search engine. I actually am an affiliate marketer that represents, among others, Sally Guyman, Bert Franklin, and Roy, who I'm working with them on various projects. But today, what I'm going to talk about is a gentleman called, his name is Eric Dennis. I met him about 14 years ago, and every once in a while, the information comes along that is very unique. So I want to just share a little bit about the story and how and why I'm going to speak today about Eric. He is the founder of A Good Sign, and is actually this goes back to 2010 when he came up with this idea. It was a Christmas holiday of 2010, and actually he was going through some health challenges at the beginning of his health issues and so forth. And it really affected deeply on his life of what was going on with everything. So in short, he got together with his young brother who traveled with him out of Connecticut. And they actually were sitting in the back of a parking lot in a shopping center in his truck and decided, how can we become more social, meeting people and new friends. And basically, the sign was born. Now, during this conversation, he actually learning that people were notifying, people were designing to disconnect, and there was a lot of toxic relationships and so forth. And they came up with a good sense of humor, saying, "Hey, you know, we really need a good sign," and that's where the idea was come from. Now, the first version, it actually was like a rectangular speed limit sign with the good sign, but many people were objected to it, said they can print it on their own. So they went back in and enlisted the help of a pro graphic for about $50 and had the same positive axon, yellow diamond sign, and people referred to it as a caution sign. Now, people responded to that in a very bigger way, and if you go at it, actually, they put Eric put it a couple of things in the chat, but thisisagoodsign.com is actually a direct site. The first 14 good sign came from him and his brother, and along with John and a couple other associates, and they went down to St. Augustine, Florida, and actually showcased this. Now I'm going to fast forward to right about the time that with a story that really is prevalent to this whole concept. He said one of the problems that he saw in today's society is because people are disconnected from the technology and a lot of the toxic media in the form. So as a lifelong problem solver, he maybe wanted to alleviate the effects and issue on identifying increasing disconnection and for those who are unhappy. Now, full circle moments came actually when he was in St. Augustine, Florida, and he actually went down at Daytona Beach, and he actually showcased this along the beach area. And from there, he took another trip down to Washington, D.C., not in the same time period, but right around the same area. I'm sorry, time period. You're correct. Now, in that time period, when he drove to Washington, D.C., through the different trips and so it, he actually attended the Daily Show, or not attended, but actually was seen on the Daily Show with Stephen Colbert, and people got to really know exactly what this concept was about. Now, the beauty part of all this is the majority of the mission is just to have a social environment and make sure that that we're getting a better coverage and front page news of everything that's going on. Now, one story that, because I just wanted to give you like short stories, but the one story that I really want to envision, what really puts the heart of what this is back probably, let's see here, just gonna go back to my notes here a little bit about a culture that he went to. Let's see, let me go back a couple. Hold on just a second here. I'm trying to find my notes. Okay. He wanted to envision the trademark sign, good sign, such as brands like Nike and Coca-Cola, but he wanted to, of course, he wanted to do it in a social way. And so right now, what he is at this point, he's looking to collaborate and book more, documenting the epic event of the various different events that he attended, and he's looking for all different ideas of local artists and fellow activists and like-minded souls to be a part of this mission. Inside the chat, I believe you put the mental health suicide prevention organization that he did with that, and he's open to collaborations. He's looking for revenue equity, revenue sharing or equity funding. So if that's where the movement has become. And he believes that this brand is something that is really going to be a team good time. It's a grassroots campaign to educate the public, not just for businesses, but for nonprofits, for families, and anyone who would like to kind of make a change in their life. So with that said, I don't know if you have any questions, but I want to thank you for allowing me to share this incredible mission that Eric Dennis has to offer.
Okay, thanks, Alan. If people are able to look in the chat, there is a graphic posted that says this is a good sign. That's from Eric. Check that one out. And it has a toll-free number as well. So it's great stuff. Thank you very much. We've got about 2 minutes left. So if you have a quick question for Alan or for Eric through Alan.
Alan, I am on. Alan, get back to me because I may have some ideas in terms of some financing, maybe not the sources, but some ideas. Let's decide. I'm going to flush it out with you.
You know,
absolutely. I really appreciate it.
So I just went back and looked at how many referrals Alan Holmes has given in the month of September. And it's over 15 introductions through the system. So, you know, real shout out to Alan. He's really, like he says, he's a human search engine. Well, human search engine means that you're always introducing people. And some of these, Eric Dennis turned into a client as a result of Alan Holmes. So thank you so much for that. I don't even know if Alan even knew that yet. So good stuff.
Thank you, everybody.
Power of networking. All right, everybody. So delighted we've all got through another week. I'm going to be out next week, so I'll be traveling, but would love to get an opportunity to speak with you in the meantime. I noticed I got a link from Patty. Thank you very much. Be checking in with you. So
are you driving that nice Ford behind you as you travel?
Yeah,
that'd be nice. But now I've got to fly, so
thank you.
All right.
Great meeting.
Thanks, everybody.
Have a wonderful week, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.
You.
Take care, everybody. Good meeting.
Thanks, Eric.
Very good, guys.